Hello from the Carers Information Service in Croydon. This is one of a series of short presentations to help answer some of the questions you may have about being a carer and some of the services which might be available to you. Life as a carer can sometimes feel complicated and confusing. We hope to answer some of the most commonly asked questions that carers ask of our service and direct you to find more support if you need it. The questions we will be answering are: I live in a different area to the person I care for. Where can I find help? I am a young carer. How do I get help? I care for a disabled child. Is there support? I don't live in the same borough or county as the person I care for. Where do I go for help? It's the duty of the local authority or council where the person you care for lives to assess their care and support needs and your needs as a carer. For example, if the person you care for lives in Sutton, the London Borough of Sutton would be responsible for assessing their support needs and offering you a carers assessment. The Carers Information Service provides information and advice on all aspects of being a carer in Croydon. If you care for someone in a different borough, find your local carers organisation online. I'm under 18 and I care for someone. How do I get help? Around 250,000 children and young people look after a relative in the UK. That's taken from Office of National Statistics data from 2011. If you're under 18 and look after a friend, a neighbour or relative in a way that might normally be expected of an adult, you're a young carer. Young carers give all different kinds of support. You may do practical things like cleaning and cooking, help with medication, sorting out appointments, helping care for younger siblings and/or providing emotional support and a shoulder to cry on. If you're a young carer, it's important to get support for yourself. Even talking about your situation and getting things off your chest can really help. The Off the Record Carers Service offers emotional support, social activities, help with education and counselling to young carers in Croydon. If you're aged 7 to 25, live in Croydon and care for someone with a physical disability, a mental health issue, a long-term illness or learning disability, call the Young Carers Service. Outside of Croydon, contact the Carers Trust. I care for a disabled child. What support is available to me? Every local authority is required by law to have a local offer of services and support available to disabled children and young people and their families and carers. Visit the Croydon Local Offer online for more information. Short breaks for families. All local authorities or councils must offer a short break statement for disabled children. Short breaks can include after-school clubs, holiday clubs, care for your child in the home during the day, overnight care and residential care. In Croydon, you may be able to access many short breaks such as youth clubs, after-school clubs and the annual summer scheme without having an assessment. You can find more information about Croydon short breaks by contacting the 0 to 25 SENS Social Care Service. Getting more support. For children with more complex needs, you may receive more ongoing support from Children's Social Care. In Croydon, the 0 to 25 SENS Social Care team supports children and young people with a permanent and substantial physical and/or learning disability. You can contact them for more information and an assessment of your child's needs and your needs as a family. Please bear in mind that having an assessment does not necessarily mean you will receive support services. You will only receive support if your child is assessed as having eligible needs. There are a whole range of useful contacts. Formerly Contact a Family, is a national charity for families with disabled children. They provide information, advice and support to families, including a general helpline, education helpline, comprehensive information on their website and local parent support groups. Kids in Croydon, CENDIAS provides information, advice and support to children and young people in Croydon with a disability or special educational need. This includes information on local policy and SEN law, support resolving disagreements with the local authority, individual casework and representing families at meetings, support managing mediation and SEN tribunal appeals and signposting to further help. They run a turn time advice drop-in. Parents in Partnership, PIP, supports parents of disabled children and young people or children and young people with special educational needs between 0 to 25 years old living in Croydon. Their family link workers can provide you with information, advice and emotional support. They can also direct or refer you to relevant support services in the borough. SEN Direct is an online directory and information hub for families with a child with a disability or SEN, created by a consortium of 9 charities. You can find more information online. Remember, if you need any further help at all, you can contact the Carers Information Service. Call us on 020 8649 9339 and take option 1. Or you can email us at info@carersinfo.org.uk or look at our website www.carersinfo.org.uk, where you can find lots more useful information and a full listing of our frequently asked questions.